Hey guys, 54 Nisar here, and today we're going to be looking at a little construct2 demo that I'm getting ready for a tutorial series on how to put games onto your Android, specifically ones for gamepads. So if you want to use it with a gamepad, or you may have a construct2 business license or whatever, and you want to actually port it over to Nintendo. Like me, I have a Nintendo license, so I can actually test stuff out on Nintendo. But sadly, the NDA says I can't show you guys. So this is as close as I can actually get to showing you guys without actually getting sued or threatened by Nintendo. So we basically have a PSP/Nintendo-like device here. So I tested this over about 20 times. It still has a bunch of bugs. But this is a top-down shooter that I had from a while back. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have to reorganize it just for this type of setup. It wasn't actually meant for this. It was meant for a PC. But this is the joypad. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to zoom in. It may not be that great. There we go. You can see that's the character. Now he was on construct2. There's when you do top down or when you do controlling, you can do left, right, up, and down, or you can do four-way, which is basically the old classic Game Boy style. And then there's 8-direction, which is more classic, you know, natural movement. I had it shooting on one of the first when I just decided, hey, I'm going to straight up upload it to this device, and I had it shooting, and now it's not shooting, so I have to actually work on some bugs before I go into the tutorials. Yes, that is actually dynamic lighting, so you are seeing shadows, and that is a basic enemy. So I was going to make some sort of like Dead Space clone for 2D, and we have a health indicator over here. He's not moving slow because of the FPS. He's moving slow because so I can actually control him, so I can move. I can deal with joystick. I'm not actually used to joystick games. Well, kind of am, but still not really used to it. I used to think controllers were really bad for your health. And then you have to go into inventory and then select a gun. So I'm still working on everything. And let's see if we can get this guy. No, I can't even shoot. Oh, and I disabled some of the onboard screen stuff. But, as you can see, guys, I am moving him around using the joystick. We can also use D-pad, too, apparently. So if you want to go old-style Game Boy, you can do that. So hopefully guys you'll enjoy this video and you'll want to see some more tutorials. I'm going to kill some of the shadow lighting. It's just like way too much for the scene. It would actually really hurt your eyes. And I run a CPU tester program to see how well my game's going to run on hardware. If I can find it in time for you guys. Called Game Bench. And what this thing does is it benches what your game's playing to see how well it's going to do. So I have to run that a couple times to see how it's doing. By the way, this device, the GPD XD, actually runs... Let's see if we can get the stats. I ran it a couple times. 29. Let's do that one. So average FPS is about 27 FPS. It uses 19% of your CPU, 287 RAM. Performance is actually not that bad. And what this program does is it runs. You can click on where the frame rate is, and it can average up to about 30 FPS. So there you go. It goes right around it stays around 20 to about 30 FPS. In several cases it just stays at 30 FPS, and sometimes it goes way below 30 FPS, and I think that's 40 FPS. So yeah, sorry about that. The camera decided to run out of battery. So the game's actually, this program is actually really good when you're making Android devices. You can benchmark it while you're making it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this tutorial on how to make gamepad games for Android, or in case you want to hook up your Xbox controller or PlayStation controller to your PC. Unity, we will be getting into that in actually a month or two, starting actually in, I want to say January or February. I'm not working 6 college classes as I was doing this semester, and doing YouTube, let's see, YouTube, 6 classes. So I would just say I was busy this semester is kind of an understatement. But next semester it'll be a whole lot easier. Doing the gamepad stuff. And I'm going to be shelling out Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. So if you guys want to check that out, please do. Unity, Skyline Engine. Maybe Copper Cube. There's some features I really want in it, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be put in anytime soon. It just is an engine I would really like to play around with more. I've been invited to a couple of events and testings of products, so I will see what I can get you guys on info on that. Until next time, guys, I will see you all later.